I want to say something that might feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, but stay with me on this. Because if you're in a relationship, or if you're engaged, or if you're married, or if you're hoping for some type of partnership one day, then this matters. What I'm about to say matters. Because most couples, they'll spend months planning for the wedding. They'll spend thousands of dollars on the right dress. They'll spend money on the flowers, the food, the photography, the playlist, the seating charts. And don't get me wrong, I love weddings. I love the celebration. I love the family gathering. I just love love. But here's the part that no one talks about. There's so much time spent on preparing for the wedding, but there's almost no time spent preparing for the emotional reality of marriage. And I don't say that to shame anyone. I say it because no one ever taught us, not even me, on how. We're taught on how to fall in love, but we're not taught on how to stay emotionally connected once life gets real. And I want you to know life always gets real. So today, I want to talk about why love isn't enough and what actually makes relationships last. And when you're dating or when you newly start seeing someone, that love, that emotion, those feelings, they just feel almost effortless. You miss each other when you're away from each other. You text all day. There's conflict, but it's like little and small. The chemistry's high. The hope is big. And in that season, it's easy to think, we are good. We are solid. We're different from all of the other couples that struggle. But once time gets going, long-term partnership eventually introduces something new. It eventually starts introducing things like stress, bills, work exhaustion, family wounds, children, parenting, illness, loss, time. It starts introducing all of the things that we just deal with in life in general. And suddenly, love isn't floating on cloud 9 anymore. It's now trying to survive 4 hours of sleep, trying to survive when someone shuts down in an argument. It's trying to survive while someone else feels unheard or unseen. It's trying to survive while a childhood wounds get activated. And that's when you take a step back and you realize that we never learned how to do this part, the hard part, the grittiness of it. And I don't know about you, but no one sat down and taught me how my attachment styles can collide with someone else's attachment styles, how my nervous system reacts under stress. No one taught me how to repair after emotional injury. No one taught me how to feel during disagreements. No one taught me how to stay connected through change, through hardship. And a lot of times couples walk into lifelong commitments carrying things like love, hope, good intention, and absolutely no emotional blueprint. Which means, how do you build emotional safety if you don't have an emotional blueprint? It's like building a house with beautiful paint, gorgeous decor, a stunning front porch, but absolutely no foundation under the house. So what happens when that storm comes? And that's not if, because the storm always comes, because this is life. So what happens when that storm comes? The structure starts to shake. And most couples, when this happens, they don't even realize what's happening. They just think, we just fight too much. Maybe we just grew apart. Maybe I chose the wrong person to be with. When really what the problem is that they were just never got the education on how to build an emotionally secure relationship. And the problem is that most couples don't seek support until someone feels chronically alone in the relationships, or until arguments get to such high standards and they escalate where they're not in a good place, or until someone emotionally withdraws from the relationship, or until trust gets broken, or until somebody has checked out a relationship, or until someone has already considered leaving the relationship. And by then, therapy isn't preventative. It's an emergency medicine at that point. And listen, I love repair work. I do it every single day. But I often sit down with couples and I just think, if you had learned these tools 5 years ago, before or when you entered this relationship, you wouldn't be hurting this deeply right now. And this is why so many couples quietly drift apart. It's not because they don't love each other or they stop loving each other, but it's because no one taught them how to stay emotionally safe together. And this is why I came up with, and I teach something that I call relationship architecture. It's about designing how you handle conflict, how you return to calm, how you express vulnerability, how you hold each other's emotions, how you stay safe together. And here is the key to the relationship architecture. It's that you don't build this because something is broken, because something has already broken in your relationship. You build it because something matters. It's the difference between we'll figure it out as we go versus we're intentionally learning how to love each other well. And couples who do this early, they don't avoid all conflict because that's impossible, but they know how to come home to each other after the conflict, how to talk through the conflict, how to work through the conflict in healthy ways. And if you're engaged or you just started dating or if you're early in a relationship, and if you've ever thought, I don't want us to become one of those couples who drift apart, then this right here, this is your window. Don't just plan the wedding, design the marriage. Because strong love isn't accidental. It's built on purpose. So I want you to remember that. And I'll see you on the next video.